the applicant could extend those hours based on appointment only. There's 2 employees working right now, and then the applicant states that there's usually no more than 4 customers at one time, and 4 customers at one time is very rare. This is a view from the street. This is that 8-foot block wall around that outdoor area that I mentioned. So all the golf carts will be on the inside of it, not visible from the street. So the use conforms to the general plan. The general plan designation is for employment, and the proposed business, consisting of a small office, light retail, and repair, fits that designation. It also conforms to the zoning ordinance for the service industrial zone, which allows for automobile sales. And within the definition of automobile sales is golf carts, and that's why this is in front of you tonight. The surrounding uses are consistent. There's industrial uses, warehouse and office, and there is other automotive uses. Within the Cook Street Business Park area, this does expand on the east side of Cook Street. There is a couple other auto uses, so they are compatible within the surrounding area. The project will comply with parking. It is very, light customers and only 2 employees, and there is a lot of parking in the middle there, and there is also street parking. The CUP also allows the Planning Commission to regulate the display of them. There are conditions of approval where they can't park them along the street on Melanie and Merle, and then advertising devices, as well as hours of operation. So the recommendation is findings for the CUP have been made within the resolution. Staff has not received any public comments in favor or opposition to this. The property owner has signed off on it, and staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt the Planning Commission Resolution 2797. The applicant is also on this call. Are there any questions of staff?
Kevin, would you please go back to the screen that shows the block wall and the outside perimeter? There, thank you. I see that there's a trailer and 2 trucks parked. Will that parking be allowable to use for the current business that's being proposed?
No, so that's actually not on their property. That's the adjacent property there, but that is painted red.
All the way back?
No, it's actually, yeah, so it is white here, but again, this is not part of the property. So customers would either park in the street here along the street where this black car is, or in the interior.
All right, and there's an entrance around, there's a circle with a blue designation on it. Is there the front entrance to the business through that doorway there, so people might possibly park on the street?
Yeah, so this right here, this is that pedestrian entrance. It's kind of a breezeway in between where people could walk here and go around.
All right, and you feel that there's enough interior parking and allowable parking on Merle Drive to accommodate the increased business?
Staff does, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Kevin, I have a question. I understand that the applicant has mostly been working, I guess, especially during the pandemic, with online sales, but it seems so secluded that it would be awfully tempting, I would think, to put up some type of banner or signage just to identify that there is in fact a business there. Are there any findings on the part of planning staff regarding signage? How is this going to be known by people that there is in fact a business right there?
Yeah, the applicant is entitled to a wall sign. Mm-hmm. So, the applicant hasn't applied for one, but I'll let the applicant address that if they want to move forward with a wall sign, but they are entitled to one.
Where would that sign go, Kevin?
Well, I mean, it could either go in front of this tree here or on the side over here. I mean, you do get one per frontage, so.
Okay.
It has to be over the suite area, so it has to be one of these 2 locations here.
Okay. And who owns the tree?
Excuse me?
Who owns the tree? He wouldn't remove the tree, would he?
No, the property owner.
Okay.
I just have one quick question of staff. The staff report notes that the property currently contains 4 tenants, including Emmett Golf Cars. Were the other tenants informed about the outdoor sales and If not, are they required to? Do they have any issue with it?
They were notified. The business owner, the property owner, Chris Van Fleet, occupies about 50% of the
Okay.
building, and then they did notify the other tenants.
Okay, with no additional questions of staff, I'll go ahead and open the public hearing and ask if the applicant would like to address planning commission, please.
Yes, I just want to say how much I appreciate the staff, how hard they work through COVID. It's not easy. It's been a whole different world. And I appreciate all their efforts and their being open and upfront with the requirements and the need for all of the disclosures. And we just appreciate the efforts and the opportunity to come and get going there.
Do we have any questions of the applicant at this time? Seeing none. Okay, thank you very much. I would ask if anyone present this evening have any testimony in favor of or in opposition to the project. Hearing none, I will go ahead and close the public hearing and ask my fellow commissioners if they have any comments.
I'll make a comment. I went to the site. I just can't remember in my experience on planning commission, an application that is, from my perspective, so easy to approve. I think that, in fact, that's why I'm fearing for the applicant as far as having people know that he's there. And so the devil will be in the details regarding signage, but I think this is a really nice application where there will be, I can't imagine any harm being caused by the approval of this CUP request.
Okay. Anyone have any additional comments, or I'd certainly entertain a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion a second, call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Gregory,
Aye.
Commissioner Holt,
Aye.
Commissioner Pradetto,
Aye.
Vice Chair DeLuna,
Aye.
Chair Greenwood.
Aye,
That motion passes 5-0.
wonderful. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. Have a
Wish
great
you
night.
all the success.
Thank
Yes.
you. Bye-bye.
All right. We have no miscellaneous items, but I believe, well, we have reports and remarks. So I know Martine had a couple things. Art in public places. Did Lindsay, do you have anything from the last meeting?
Just that the city council decided to continue the San Pablo art item in order for staff to obtain additional community input on the two options, narrowed down, I guess, from 198 submittals. So I think staff is still trying to figure out a way best to obtain additional community input. Keep you posted.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Lindsay, I did have a quick question for art in public places, centered kind of around that is, you know, my office looks directly at that intersection. There are some big blank walls on the retail space and the plaza adjacent to Real Italian Deli there, and even closer to the intersection at the roundabout. Has the commission looked at any type of mural type things on those buildings? Has that been considered? I know it's been popping up in other areas of the city, and just thought it might be a good opportunity.
Yeah, not to date, although, you know, there has been discussion of other murals going up around town and a lot of support from the commission. So I will ask them that question the next time we meet. They're now looking at pieces for San Pablo down towards the other end of the improvement project. So it appears to me like that is now their main focus, but I'll ask them about the additional space around that San Pablo intersection and the possibility of incorporating some murals there, which I agree would be nice, break up the monotony.
Yep. Okay, wonderful. With respect to Parks and Rec, I was unable, I had a conflict with the last meeting, so I'm not sure if staff have any update on the meeting conducted 2 weeks ago.
I do not, Chair. I was not in attendance.
Okay, I'll try to get an update and report back at the next meeting. With that, Martine, you had a couple comments?
Just a reminder, yes, as we are approaching the San Pablo Phase 2 and actually Phase 1 and 2 celebration, October 23rd from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There'll be lots of energy. There'll be some food trucks, some music, and we encourage everybody to come down and celebrate that in October. And we did receive some bad news today that the 2021 Chamber of Commerce and Palm Desert Golf Cart Parade got postponed. So there will not be a annual golf cart parade on El Paseo, and we hope to have that next year.
Okay.
May I ask a question about the San Pablo grand reopening? Is that going to be held closer to John's office in that end of San Pablo, or will it be down closer to City Hall in those two roundabouts?
It'll be over towards the Civic Center of the San Pablo entrance into the Civic Center. That section will be closed off, and there'll be a lot of vendors. We'll have some folks from the farmers market and some food trucks and some other things for the community to enjoy.
Where will the parking be?
The entrance will be primarily off of Fred Waring into the Civic Center parking lot, so that will still be available.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. All right. Do we have any additional closing reports or remarks?
I have one.
Yes, please.
I'd like to welcome Martine back to planning. I think I first met Martine in planning about 200 years ago. And it's amazing how many decades have gone by, but I'd like to welcome you back. It's nice to have you here.
I appreciate that, Ron. I'm
my
looking
pleasure.
forward to working with everybody again.
Thanks.
So
Mutual.
And just curious, because I noticed the new face today, Miss Lua. She new to planning?
she is, and there she is. I'll let her introduce herself, and we're happy to have her in the planning department.
I haven't had my formal, introduction, but I think Eric was trying to do that before he transitioned out, and it just didn't work out that day. So I'm Rosie Lua. I'm the newly promoted principal planner. I'm excited to be here. I come from the city of Indio with a couple years of experience there. Just excited to get started. We've hit the ground running. We've got lots of projects coming your way. I think some that you will enjoy to see, and I'm sure you've seen or heard from ARC, all the projects that we've put through. But just excited to close things out, some that have been in our queue for a long time, but want to get started on some long range stuff. So definitely want to bring in my expertise into the team and just enjoy and have fun with you guys.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah. All right, guys. With that, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.